Hello class, I'm trying a different setup. This is my next video for phonics language, page 239 through 249. This page right here, front and back. All right, we are going to be discussing and reviewing, sorry, I totally forgot what we were doing. We're going to be discussing and reviewing contractions. It's a shorter way of saying two words. A contraction is a shorter way of saying two words. And then we're going to review how to write each contraction. She is would be the short version. She's, make sure you put that apostrophe at the top and in between where the I is out. He'll, he will would become he'll. They have would become what? They've. I am would become I'm. Make sure you put that apostrophe. It is would become it's. You are would become your. And there is would become theirs. Remember also, will not. There are no willn'ts. That is not a word. Will not becomes what? Won't. All right, today we're also going to review adjectives and adverbs. Adjectives describe a what? A noun. And adverbs describe a verb. Okay, now, let me put my chair down so we can, if I can. Yeah. Now you can see me better. We are going to go over a story, and we have to fill in the adjectives and adverbs. Today in school, we made blank kites in art class. What kind of kites? Purple kites? Homemade kites. Something that describes kites. We walked blank to our tables. How did we walk to our tables? We walked quietly, noisily, happily, excitedly. I chose blank paint and blank paper. I chose blue paint and yellow paper. Jan worked so blank, but Ben worked blanker. Blank plus er. Jan worked so hard, but Ben worked harder. I made a blank bird on my kite. I made a red bird on my kite. My art teacher said she had never seen anyone paint as blank as I did, as perfectly or prettily or colorfully. We attached blank tails, ribbon tails, or plastic tails, and tied blank bows on our kites. It can be fabric bows or polka dot bows, something that describes bows on our kites. Chris tied his bows too tightly. We could have said tightly, but I didn't read the rest of the sentence, so it won't make sense. Chris tied his bows too loosely, so some of his fell off. I can't wait to fly my new kite as soon as the wind is blowing loudly or swiftly. Okay, now we're also going to be talking about using adverbs in sentences to make sentences. Using adverbs makes sentences much more interesting. When you write sentences, you want to choose adverbs that make your words excited and interesting. Pretend you and your family have taken a mule ride to the bottom of the Grand Canyon. Even though she was nervous, Mom blank mounted her mule, bravely mounted her mule, told her how she mounted. Our guide led us carefully down the steep, narrow trail. Carefully would be your adverb describing how the guide led you. Large condors gracefully flew high above us. Condors are large birds, so they gracefully flew. They flew and made it look easy. The mules easily carried us and our gear. How did they carry you? Easily. A small chipmunk looked at us curiously. How did the chipmunk look? Curiously. Now, you are going to do this page. An adjective, it tells you again what an adjective and adverb is. Then you write an adverb for each verb and write an adjective for each noun. Read each word, write an adjective to describe each noun, and write an adverb to describe each verb. Read the sentences, underline the verbs 2 times, and circle the adverbs. That's all you have to do in those sentences. Then skip dictation, and you will be doing the back. Verbs that tell us about something that has already happened are called past tense verbs. We make most verbs past tense by just adding ed. Like we talked about shop, Mandy shops today, or she shopped yesterday. We added the ed to make it past tense. She did it yesterday. I walked to school. Yesterday, I walked to school. Add ed to the verbs to make them past tense in section 1. In section 2, add ed to the verbs to make them past tense. Remember to double the final consonant when the vowel is short. Section 3, add ed to the verbs that make them past tense. Remember to drop the final e before adding ed. You don't want to put eed. Just drop the e, add ed. And then remember, sometimes we change the spelling to make the verb past tense. Today you eat. Yesterday you, what? Ate. Today the wind blows. Yesterday the wind blew. So you have to do those sentences and make sure, read the sentence, underline the verb 2 times, and each verb is a past tense verb. Let me see. Read the sentences, underline the verb 2 times. Each verb is a past tense verb in those sentences. So they're already done for you. You just have to underline them. So that is for page 293, 294. I'll see you on my next video. Love you.